So you've got the killer idea, maybe even the perfect office space, and what you think is a team of all-stars. But why does it still feel like you're just constantly putting out fires? Well, the answer might not be in your software or your business plan, but in something way more fundamental. Today, we're going to break down a framework that helps you build a truly resilient team, not by focusing on job titles, but on the essential functions that actually power a business.
This is the question that keeps founders and builders up at night. Is it running out of money? A bad idea? Is the competition just too stiff? We're so often told it's one of these big external things that we can't control.
But the source material for this explainer gives a totally different, and honestly a more startling answer. It's not the storm outside that sinks the ship. It's the chaos on the inside. It's unclear responsibilities, it's dropped balls, and it's that mistaken belief that just working harder and harder can somehow replace a solid internal structure.
Okay, so how do you stop that chaos before it starts? Well, the solution is a deceptively simple but really powerful framework called the Power Core. And this is all about a fundamental shift in how we think about building a team. And trust me, it's about to change the way you see your entire organization.
And this right here really gets to the heart of it. We need to stop focusing on just filling positions with these vague job titles. The real goal is to activate essential functions. So for example, instead of just hiring a marketing manager, you're activating the communicator function. See the difference? You're not just looking for someone to post on social media, you're looking for the person who will own your brand's story, both inside the company and out. So let's meet the dream team, shall we? We're about to walk through the 5 core personas that really form the operational backbone of any successful business. Think of them like the Avengers for your company. Yep, that's the magic number. These 5 roles, when they're working in sync, create an organization that has clarity, it has rhythm, and it's not just built to last, it's built to win. First up, we have the strategist. This is your North Star. This is the one who charts the course and keeps the entire ship heading in the right direction. They're the ones answering the big questions: why are we even doing this, and where are we trying to go? Now, the strategist doesn't just dream big. They actually build the blueprints and the metrics, the KPIs, to track the progress. I mean, the biggest pitfall for so many businesses is having this grand vision with no practical map to get there. Without this function activated, your business is just a busy ship with no compass, burning a ton of fuel and going nowhere. But of course, a map is pretty useless without a skilled navigator, right? And that's where our second role comes in, the operator. If the strategist designs the grand plan, the operator makes sure the journey actually happens, day in and day out. The operator is your engine room. They take those big goals and break them down into manageable workflows. This role is literally the antidote to chaos. It's what prevents the missed deadlines and the burnout that comes from a great plan with terrible execution. It creates the clarity and predictability that lets a team do their best work. And here's that partnership in a nutshell. The strategist designs the plan, setting the destination. The operator executes that plan, managing the day-to-day voyage. You absolutely 100% need both of them to succeed. Okay, on to role number 3, the communicator. And this is so important, especially in a remote and hybrid world. The source makes this powerful point. How you say things is your culture. In fact, tons of research links the clarity and consistency of communication directly to how engaged your employees are. Just think about it for a second. Think about the best company you ever worked for. What was the communication like? I'm willing to bet it was clear, it was consistent, and it was probably pretty inspiring. That's the power of the communicator. This role owns the story and builds the trust that holds a team together through the good times and the bad. Next up, we have the enabler. This is your digital mechanic, the person who makes sure that technology is a powerful tool for your team, not some frustrating obstacle that just gets in the way. The enabler makes sure your tools are serving the team, not the other way around. And this isn't just about managing Slack channels. It's about building automations that can save hundreds of hours. Like a system that automatically gives a new hire all the software they need on day one. They turn tech from a source of frustration into a source of real empowerment. And now for our final core role, the guardian. Every single mission needs a protector, right? Someone who's watching the books, taking care of the people, and making sure the organization is safe and legally sound. The guardian handles all the critical work that lets everybody else just focus on the mission. I mean, think about the last time you heard of a business getting bogged down in some legal mess or a huge internal conflict. The Guardian is the one who puts systems in place to handle those things professionally, protecting both the company and its people from risks that are totally preventable.
Now, those 5 roles, they ensure your business is stable, that it can survive. But what about thriving? To truly innovate, the source introduces an optional 6th role, the catalyst.
See, the catalyst isn't here to maintain today's machine. They're here to design tomorrow's. They are constantly challenging the status quo, driving experiments, and keeping the organization from getting complacent. They are your immune system against becoming irrelevant.
Okay, so this all sounds great for a big company, right? But what if you're a solopreneur or you have a really tiny team? How do you actually apply all this?
The key is to consciously wear the different hats. This slide gives a fantastic example. So in the morning, you're intentionally being the strategist. You're planning your week. Then you switch hats and you go into operator mode to get things done. In the afternoon, you're the communicator. Just by labeling these functions, you bring clarity and intention to your own work, which is the very first step toward being able to delegate effectively later on. In this right here is really the big takeaway. This framework isn't about headcount, it's about leverage. By making sure these core functions are covered, even if you're the one covering all of them, you create a powerful system that can achieve way more than its size would suggest.
So as we close out, I'm going to leave you with this one question. Looking at your own work, your own team, or your business, which of these core functions is the missing piece of your puzzle? What's the one role that, if you activated it right now, could unlock your next level of growth? Find that missing piece, and you'll be well on your way to building a business that doesn't just survive, but truly thrives.